What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. You can't teach an old dog new tricks, but apparently you can teach a 6'5" alpha male to raise his donger. TYLER1, for the past few years, has always been known for his insane Draven outplays and one-trick abilities, but in Season 9, apparently he made a deal with the devil because he began working on his HEIMERDINGER more and more. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how he was so successful with this pick in Season 9, and hopefully how you can abuse this pick to gain elo in Season 10. Real quick, I just want to mention that I do stream over at twitch.tv/I_am_germ. We developed a pretty dope growing community over there. Recently we just reached 100 followers and 10 subscribers. So if you enjoy my content, if you enjoy my channel and you want to support me, checking out my Twitch is definitely the best way, and I would definitely appreciate that very, very much. With that being said, let's get right into this video, which is the TYLER1 Season 10 HEIMERDINGER guide. So, TYLER1 on HEIMERDINGER, he takes TP and Flash every single game. In this game, his support is actually taking heal, but sometimes they'll take ignite, sometimes they'll take exhaust. It doesn't really matter, but it is something you have to be mindful of when you do take TP instead of heal as the bot laner. Your support could do a number of things. Keep that in mind. You want to know what summoners you have going into the game. Next, we're going to be talking about the rune page he goes. A lot of people, especially in preseason, are really obsessing over the Conqueror HEIMERDINGER. It's been a very popular pick. It's been very powerful. But TYLER1 is a fan of the Comet, even in preseason. He goes Arcane Comet, Mana Flow Band, Absolute Focus, Scorch, Taste of Blood, and Ravenous Hunter as his very, very standard rune page in pretty much 99% of his games. The Conqueror and the Comet actually do have very, very similar win rates, especially after the Conqueror nerfs to range champions. I think Comet is just fine, and that's what TYLER1 goes in his games. It is a little more lane dominant. You get the more poke damage and stuff. So I think it's fine. As far as his build, he goes pretty much every game. He goes a Ludens into Sorks into Zanya's Hourglass. Then after that, his most standard build is Rallies into Leandries. But if he thinks he needs more Magic Pen, he will go Void Staff into Morellos instead of the Rallies and Leandries in some games. But if you just want the cookie cutter build, it is Ludens, Sorks, Zanya's, Rallies, Leandries as the very, very standard TYLER1 approved HEIMERDINGER build. Now, TYLER1 has been very, very successful on this pick in Season 9 and into the preseason. So I think this is going to be a really strong pick for Season 10 for anyone interested in picking it up. Don't think it's too late. Don't think the HEIMERDINGER wave has passed. TYLER1 is actually, in the preseason, has a 79% win rate on his Diamond 1 Smurf on HEIMERDINGER, and on his main account, which is currently Grandmaster, he has a 64% win rate on the HEIMERDINGER 80 carry. It's his second most played champion in preseason, right behind Quinn, which is actually his most played. His Draven games have not been going very well, but I'm sure the alpha male himself will be back. But the HEIMERDINGER he's been finding a ton of success with. So in this video, I just want to take a look at kind of how TYLER1 makes this pick work so effectively and talk about some of the reasons why it works and why you would even want to play it. So first, I think some of the pros of the HEIMERDINGER 80 carry are definitely that he can gain lane control whenever he wants. Obviously with his towers, if he sets up towers, starts pushing, he can pretty much get shoved whenever he wants. And with the dragons being so good in Season 10, that's awesome. If you can get that priority in the bot lane, you can guarantee that priority. Your jungler, especially if you have an early game jungler who can solo the objectives or do them very effectively, that's going to be great for your jungler and for your team. Another thing is that HEIMERDINGER is very forgiving. His counter engage is so good. If people ever miss position or get too aggressive or they have an engaged support, HEIMERDINGER is very good at dropping the E on them, setting up the towers, and shredding through them. Also, TYLER1, we know he loves to play aggressive. We know he loves to play crazy. HEIMERDINGER is great at shutting down ganks. If somebody tries to gank, there's so many clips of TYLER1 3v2ing on ganks, killing the jungler, killing their bot lane. Once you get those towers, you just start running around. You don't even have to run away. You stand your ground. You go crazy with the towers. You land all your abilities. And as long as you're decent enough at hitting skill shots, HEIMERDINGER just shreds through would-be gankers. So he's so good at playing aggressive, but he's also so good at playing defensively in bad matchups. Or if you have a good ganking jungler, he has great gank assist. He can sit back, farm up, and gain leads through that as well. Your jungler comes in, you drop an E on him. That's easy kills. You just sit back, put your towers back. It's so easy. If you want to go aggressive, you move your towers up a little bit. If you want to sit back, you move your towers back a little bit. And then you can really dictate how the lane phase is going to go. Because HEIMERDINGER is a really strong laning champ who gets into a really strong mid game. But obviously he falls off in the late game. He's not as strong as these crit scaling 80 carries. So you need to get an early lead one way or another. Whether it's playing aggressive, gaining priority, or sitting back and waiting for ganks. But you need to get that early lead so you can scale into that monster mid game. Because otherwise you're not going to be effective later on in the game when they have something like a Jinx or, you know, those 80 carries that you're just not going to be able to handle in the late game. Another great thing for HEIMERDINGER is that he's actually able to block skill shots by placing down his towers. So if you're not good at dodging, if you're getting caught off guard by stuff, if you have that reaction time to drop the tower in front of it, that's also really nice too. I know TYLER1 does that a ton when he's playing against stuff like Thresh, just dropping down that tower right in front of him, shutting down that engage. And so that's just another perk of the Heimerdinger. Also, he's very, very good at taking objectives. Like we talked about him setting up priority for objectives, but also a Heimerdinger on Baron, getting some towers set up. Super, super good. He's also super good in team fights, jungle fights. You don't want to fight this guy in a corridor. His ulted W in the jungle is absolutely disgusting. His ulted E in the jungle is gross. And even if he's about to die, if you get caught out in a bad spot, if you throw down the ulted Q, it can go to work for you even after you've died. And TYLER1 is really great at choosing which ultimate ability to use at the right time. But that is one way you can kind of get better or worse at Heimerdinger, by ultimate ability selection. So that's something just you need to learn as you play more games. Obviously, some of the downsides of Heimerdinger is that he is very susceptible to all-ins. If you do miss the E, if you miss the skill shots, he can be tough. He has a lot of skill shots. Also, again, he doesn't scale into that great late game, but in Season 10, the games are ending really, really fast. Games are fast-paced. They're not going super late, so I think it is a great time to learn Heimerdinger. Obviously, if the game changes, as it always does, and switches to more of a late game, less lane-dominant, less early objectives and stuff, Heimerdinger might fall out of favor a little bit, but for right now, the meta fits him very, very well. So now we're going to be going into some clips of TYLER1 pulling off the Heimerdinger in the mid-game and pulling off a win here in a high Diamond 1, low Master Tier game. So in this game, TYLER1 went 3-2 in the lane phase. He was decently fed. He was decently strong going into this stage of the game. And now he's ready to start kind of winning these mid-game teamfights for his team and seeing just how strong he is in the jungle. Here, his Elise gets a little too forward into the jungle, but TYLER1's able to drop his ulted W, pick up another kill. That's an easy double kill for the Heimerdinger. Even though the Elise got caught out in a really bad spot, he comes over, and you see how strong he is in those jungle fights. The ulted W shreds through people, then he's able to clean up the rest of the kills. He's also low elo. I know you guys love to ARAM, especially in NA, get that NA-RAM on. Heimerdinger's great at that. He can set up his turrets, sit mid all game long. So if that's what you do, if that's what you like doing, if that's what it seems like your teams like to do, Heimerdinger is great for that. Here you see the Ornn go in on a crazy engage, but TYLER1 is able to thwart that by dropping his E. Senna actually gets away for a little while, but then Hecarim has to dive even deeper. And again, when someone engages, Heimerdinger is great at cleaning it up. So you see the Ornn with a little bit sloppy engage, and then the Hecarim having to engage and follow it up, and TYLER1's able to shut both of them down, which Heimerdinger is so good at. If the enemy takes a bad engage, if they take a bad play, if they miss position at all, you are so good at punishing it. And I think it's really funny that TYLER1 has been so effective at this champion, because he is a guy that you have to be a little more patient with. He's not the champion you can just run at the other team and just absolutely mow through people. You kind of have to sit back, be patient, wait for your opportunities, wait for the other team to misplay. And TYLER1 does that very effectively on this champion. And I also think it's a great reason why you guys should play this champion. People like, this is D1 Grandmaster, Master, where he's finding people making these mistakes. But in your guys' games, in way lower elos, and in my games as well, people are making a ton more mistakes. There's a ton more opportunities to punish, which is why Heimerdinger is going to be such a strong champion again in Season 10, even after he dominated most of Season 9. In 3 lanes, top mid, and AD carry. So he's so flexible, such a good champion. I definitely would recommend you picking him up. We'll get into one more clip here. This clip comes around 20 minutes, just showing how strong Heimerdinger can be in these mid-game team fights, especially around objectives. His team is setting up Baron. They're trying to get Baron control. He's at full health. There is the Malphite engage where, again, you can see he can kind of try and shut that down with his E and his turrets a little bit. Gets them poked down, but his team starts shredding around him, actually. They start dying a lot. But as he gets the enemy team to force in the jungle farther, he starts 4v1ing here. 2 of his teammates die, and he's left alone, 4v1. He picks up 3 kills there with a triple kill for the Heimerdinger around the objective. Even though his team got engaged on, all melted, all shredded, he gets his turrets down, he lands his abilities, lands his E, lands his Ws, and is able to put out so much damage and picks up the easy win for his team as they surrender. And again, this is a Diamond 1, high Diamond 1 game. He's in Master Tier promos in this game, so this is a game where the people are supposed to be really good, and he's able to shut down their engages and 4v1 them. And this is a game where he went 3-2 in lane, so it's not even like he ran over lane and was super far ahead or anything. This is a game where the lane phase was very even, and he's able to get really far ahead and just kind of snowball and run the game over and show just how strong this pick can be. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Make sure you drop a like if you enjoyed it. Also, make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on all of my latest League of Legends content. Tons more videos like this one coming your guys' way. I want to see you guys thrive in Season 10. I want to help you become better players in Season 10. Tons of guides, tons of educational stuff coming your way. So stay up to date for all of that. Again, check out my stream over at twitch.tv/I_am_germ. Also, leave a comment down below. Is Heimerdinger a pick you're going to be pulling out in Season 10? Do you think TYLER1 is the Heimerdinger GOAT? But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys think of this pick, of this guide, all that great stuff in the comment section down below. Hopefully I see you guys next time. Until then, peace.